Hey everybody, and welcome to today's episode. Today we are going to be going over a free tool to basically, so you could use this free tool for your phone so you can create a stream deck for OBS. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it and right after this intro. So I actually used the stream deck that I was talking about in the video. I used the stream deck that I was talking about to actually turn on the intro for this video. So what it is it's this tool called TouchPortal, and it's a free iOS or Android app that you can get that will allow you to program buttons on your phone. The free version gives you hard to see, sorry, there's a little glare. The free version will give you this amount of buttons times 2, so 2 pages that are this size, and you can get that with the free version. The paid version I think is like $13, which isn't that much, at least at the time that this video is being made. So I don't know if it's gone up. I've seen videos where it costs less and that it might go up, but it's well worth it if you did decide to do that. But like I said, so 2. So example of of what it does is I programmed all of these buttons. So let me just show you. I'm going to go to click this button that says with desktop. So I'm going to click that and I go right there. Automatically switches. So the thing that's nice about that is, so you could kind of see it right here. I have my setup where I have my live chat as well as like OBS setup, and I programmed all of these different cameras and different setups in as buttons in TouchPortal. So the thing that's great about it is now if I wanted to switch between cameras without something like this, I would have to go back to OBS, the screen on OBS, and I would have to either go to studio mode and then switch back and forth like this, which I think that you guys can see me correctly still. I hope so. I go to studio mode, and then you select what you want, say the intro or whatever, end card, or can't really see it because it's there you go. So you want it to go to this one with the lower third next, and then I would be able to hit which transition I wanted, and I'd be like, transition. Now I've switched. Now you guys probably can't see the other one. It just shows the entrepreneur's toolbox. So that usually comes out if I was going to say my intro, welcome to Entrepreneur's Toolbox. My name is Jonathan, and I'm here to help you find the tools to build an income online, and so on and so forth. So it's what I say in my normal videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to say exactly the same thing in my lives, but you get the idea. Whatever you say when you start your video, you can kind of structure it like it is an edited video by using these different tools and making it so it's not just a talking head, which I'm kind of doing right now. But and you could also add other camera angles. So if you added another camera, you could use it to switch between those different camera angles. So let's see. All right. But one of the key things with something like this is that it takes away the professional edge, or the need to be professional and get like a big expensive $300 deck right when you're getting started, which is, I think, a huge benefit. So let me just bring up the correct one. So I just go to desktop. So all you do is when you open the software, which is completely free to download both on your mobile device, you end up, if you upgrade through the mobile device, not through the computer portal. So you can program different buttons. So it gives you 2 pages by default for free. So if I was going to make a new button, I could just click it, and then I can go down to the different OBS features, or I could just search. So say I wanted it to mute is one of the things. So mute source volume. That could be a button that I created, which I have. Or if I wanted it to go to a different thing, I could just scene. So it can go to a particular scene. So scene, and then I can select any of the different scenes that I have set up, including my camera angles and different elements that I want coming in, or my end card, or I haven't added in any yet, but the animations that come out when you tell people to subscribe, which reminds me, hey, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure that you're subscribed and ring the bell. And if you get value out of this video, hit a like button. It really helps out the algorithm, and it helps me get discovered. So I'd really appreciate it if you did. But so when I get that, I'll add that in, and when I say that, I'll be able to have my animations come out with the little clicks and everything like that. Those are neural interrupts, and you put those in normal videos as well as your live interviews. Awesome. There we go. So thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. Thanks. Glad that you liked the tip. Infinite Media. See, I'm still trying to figure out the whole live stream chat. That's why I put it split screen with OBS. But yeah, so you could just add whatever type of shortcut into this, and I mean, it's really infinite. Anything that OBS can do, you can create a button with this tool, which like I said, it's like $13 for the premium one. You can create infinite amount of pages. And one thing that I'm going to do next is I'm going to add sound effects. So if I want to have a sound effect, I could have a page that I could add different sound effects. Now, more importantly than anything else that I've kind of found with it was these. Here, let me show you real quick. I just added 3 of them in, but you could add one for every different type. But I added in this cut, this fade, and this move. And the reason why that those were kind of important ones that I added in were because when you, I'll just show you an example. So I'm just going to go to this camera. So I'm on my camera, and I'm going to say, for instance, go to my intro, and if I did it as a move, it would look like this. So that's a different type of transition, but you don't necessarily want it to transition that way every single time. There's a whole bunch of different transitions, but I have a cut, a fade, and a move pre-programmed in. So if I wanted to go to, say, my end card, I don't want it to look like this. Kind of doesn't look quite as, kind of doesn't look quite as good. But I might want it to look like this. It might be the proper cut or the proper transition. But if I was going to do that, here, I'll show you. If I was going to do that here, not there, sorry. If I was to do that here, I would need to go. You guys can't actually see it. I have to do this. Oh, I can't actually move it well, or can I? Yeah, I can. I can. See, I'm learning something new. So it says cut. So if I wanted to change the transition, I'd have to go fade, and then, then now when I click something, it fades. So that's a lot of extra work that if I really, on the fly, want to quickly make a transition or change what transition I want to do, I could just tap the screen. I think that's that may seem like such a simple little thing, but I find that insanely valuable. So I think that you probably will as well. Seconds. All right. So I wanted to ask you guys, since I'm just starting, I'm committing to doing this live stream at least once every single week, teaching. I'm starting with teaching stuff along live streaming as I'm figuring it out, and then I'll branch off into other topics as well. But help me pick out a name. I want to figure out what to call it. I'm just calling it kind of like my live stream show for now. But just let me know what you think I should call it. But yeah, and. Oh, so here's one other thing that just came to mind that I needed to point out for this tool. So again, this is called TouchPortal, and it's super simple to set up, super easy to use. But one thing that I would recommend would be, just bring this up, is that you make sure that you install the OBS WebSocket. The current version is 4.8. I dropped a link in the description to this WebSocket. So if you just make sure that that's installed, I realized that the TouchPortal and OBS would not connect until I had this WebSocket installed. So just make sure that's installed, and it will allow it to connect. So I could actually even show you what happens when it connects. So if I close this program, but then if I reopen it, pops up and it just shows it connecting. There you go, it's working. So yeah, so make sure that you install the TouchPortal, so we could so you have the proper connectivity to your YouTube video, or so you have the proper connectivity between your OBS and your TouchPortal app on your computer. So I think that that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over. So just try out the TouchPortal app and see how it works for you. Like I said, there's a free version that gives you 2 full pages of, I believe it's 5 by 2 columns. So you can get a total of 20 free buttons. 20 free buttons, which you could program different fade-ins, different camera angles, different effects with 20 buttons. So if you don't want to spend a penny, just start with the free one and don't worry about getting the more advanced or the more expensive one. But it is $13, so it's not that much. But yeah, just do whatever's right for you. And yeah, so yeah. 1 second. Again, still figuring stuff out. And my flow, I'm still figuring out my flow on how to do the different live streams. So I just wanted to ask you guys, have you done a live stream yet? Have you started doing any kind of live streams? Maybe after you watched last week and you decided to start it. If you haven't and you want to start live streaming, my best advice is just to start, just to do something and just get out there and start doing a live stream. I could admit that I'm not that great at it yet, and I hope to get better. And by learning different things and different tactics that I'm adding into my live stream that I can share with you guys. But yeah, just if you haven't started, I say just go out and start. Just go out and hold your phone up and maybe balance it on a set of books and just do a live stream. It's built into YouTube, Facebook, anything that you're going to do live streaming on. So don't depend on a software or making sure that all this stuff's figured out before you start. Just figure it out as you go. So on that note, I will talk to you guys next time, and thank you for tuning in, and take care. Bye.